Hello, we have a laptop today, 840G3. Yeah, 840G3. So this one, let's see what's happening with this one. Taking 17 milliamps, 13, 11, 21. Press on the power button, and nothing is happening. Okay, let's check the motherboard. Okay. Try to reset the BIOS first. Okay. So do we have anything now? Press the power button. It's not still not coming on. Let's take some voltages. Okay, let me see what voltages are. So let me take the screen connector out. We have the 19 volts on the charger. There are 19 volts. Yes, we have the on the screen connector. We have 3 volts on the power button. There's 3 volts on the BIOS chip. We have 3 volts. 5 volts. Where are we going to get 5 volts? Yeah, we have 5 volts. And this machine seems to have all the power rails present, the basic power rail present. What could be the issue? What could be the issue with this machine? Okay, maybe let me take the whole motherboard out. Maybe we have something under there on the other side of the motherboard. Okay. So take out this one. We still have the keyboard on. Take the keyboard out. I take this one out. So what is preventing it from coming out? Yeah, so the motherboard is out. Looks very clean to me. Everything looks clean here. So maybe let me try to why could it be the ME region which is the problem? Yeah, all the voltages are present. All the voltages are present. I don't know what could be the issue with this motherboard. The 19 on the screen connector. Battery. Even the battery voltage is okay. 1.8 volts. Okay, should I first of all clean the ME region? We try to program the ME region first. Let me go under the microscope. H1. Yeah, so let me try to reprogram that chip, the BIOS chip. So let me see. Focus. So we're not going to work on the. We want the main BIOS chip. Maybe it's this one. Yeah, this is the main BIOS chip. With bond 25Q128. Okay, so where is the labeling? Yeah, like that to get a little focus. So the label is here. And 365. Let me maybe reduce the lights. Yeah, so let's take out this chip. Let's take out this chip. Okay, the chip is gone again. Here it is. Maybe something is wrong with the firmware inside. Sorry. And the chip is out. Yeah, let's try to reprogram this chip. Let's try to reprogram it. So I'll take the programmers here. Try to look for which programmer is going to do our work here. This one is going to do our job. Yeah, so the green light is almost getting done. From the check here, it will go off within some few minutes from now. There's a red light and a green light. We are waiting for the green light to go off, and that will mean the write is complete. The chip will be ready to be resoldered on the motherboard. Good, the green light is off. And so now we can take out the chip and keep that aside. Let's see whether we will be having a, let's go under the microscope once again. Under the microscope. Just a minute. Yeah, so let me solder back this chip. Okay. Is this pin number 1? Okay, let me see. So we turn the other way around. Yeah, this marks the pin number 1 on the motherboard, and this dot marks the pin number 1 on the chip. So let me come with some flux. A little bit there. Okay, hot air. We solder back this chip and see whether we are going to have a working machine. Remember, this is the A40G series, the one I keep talking about. They have the tendency of having a BIOS issue. Yeah, so let's see whether this one is going to solve the problem. Yeah, the ME region, machine engine region. Yeah, how many regions do we have on a BIOS chip? Should I say that's a bit of programming, or what can I say? Is that chip settled? Yeah, let me hope so. I would like to say it's okay. The chip is okay. Yeah, so how many regions do we have in a BIOS chip? The ME region, what other regions do we have? I do a bit of research about that. Let me know down in the comment section. I also don't know everything, but I know about the machine engine region, the ME region. Okay. Yeah, so I think it's a bit cooled down now. So can I first of all insert a charger to see whether how are the amperes? 17 milliamps. So we are not going to have a machine, a working motherboard, or what? Oh yeah, we are going to have a working motherboard. Yeah, we are going to have a working motherboard, that's for sure. So you can see it's taking 0.3 amps. Yeah, let's come out of the microscope mode. Yeah, I think the amperage is a bit good. 0.5 amperes is a bit better. So let me come out of the microscope mode. Up to, yeah, to that layer. So I think we are done with the programmer. We can get rid of it now. Okay. So this is our motherboard here. So now we need to check whether the display is going to be okay. So Brian, I don't know whether we help me with that part, the screen part. Yeah, let us check whether we are going to have a display. Okay. Yeah, so this the BIOS chip is one chip that you need to be very careful about. A lot of motherboards that are brought here, I've had so many cases of people bringing motherboards to me and they tell me that I need to change the motherboard. I've taken motherboard to several technicians and I was told that the motherboard cannot come back to life. And sometimes I take my multimeter and take some voltages on those motherboards and I can tell sometimes. Let me try to write the BIOS for this motherboard and maybe I can help the client. You can't imagine how many motherboards I've been able to resurrect through the BIOS writing, because that is a chip that will, sometimes when the BIOS is dead, the chip will make your motherboard look like it's shorted, or it makes your motherboard look like it will never come back to life. And if you take it to a technician who's not quite aware of that issue, they will tell you to buy a new motherboard, and yet the motherboard needs only needs the BIOS writing or the ME region rectification, and the motherboard is back to life. So I've been able to find this issue oftenly with a lot of customers who come to me here. Do you have this motherboard? And the question I ask the customer is, why are you changing the motherboard? Yeah, I've been to several technicians and they have told me the machine is not going to work. Remember, that machine was looking like it's dead. And sometimes I tend to think that is the most, the BIOS chip is the most notorious chip on the 840G3 or the EliteBook 840G series. And also to other motherboards. It's not only the 840G series. I've met other motherboards that are brought here and people are ready to change the motherboard because it cannot work. And sometimes I tell the client, let's give me some time with the motherboard and I'll get back to you. Just give me some few minutes or some few hours. I'll call you back, and I go to the BIOS and I write a new firmware and the motherboard is back to us. It is working again. And customers will tend to think that you are an angel, or maybe you have other superpowers that you you are having more superpowers that you are doing on the machines that they are coming back to. But there's nothing. It's just the programmer and the other adapters that I use here, that I just come and program those chips and the chips come back to normal. The motherboard comes back to life. I have several. You can see the one that you have to use the hot air. I have the one for 32 MB. This one you can use for the older model of chip that used to have, is it more than 32 pins? And this one is also for 32 pins. So without this one, sometimes you'll have motherboards. You'll rent a motherboard's dead, or maybe your replacement. You'll advise customers to replace the motherboard. And motherboard is there. The motherboard is not, is a motherboard that can work after the ME region or after the BIOS has been worked on. And so I want us to go directly to the put on this laptop to see whether it's true we are going to have a display or not, because maybe we might not have a display, who knows. These are laptops. What haven't we seen here? We have seen so much. And electronics and machines, they will always remain to be machines and electronics, so anything is possible. So machine is on. Oh, I think, why am I having a beep? I'm having a beep, like to indicate the RAM has got a problem or what? Okay, let me go to the other port. Okay, let me try again. So am I going to have a beep again? Yeah, this time I might have a display from the looks of things from my power supply. Yeah, this comes through experience. Some people ask me, how are you able to know that the machine is going to work? Through checking the power supply. I've worked on so many machines and I can tell sometimes when the machine is just about to give me a display. So the first boot up for the HP, the boot ups are 2. Dell boot ups are 3. Remember that. So I think now we're on the last boot up so that we can have a display. Okay, where is our display? Again off. So it's going to perform 3 bootouts like Adele? That's what you want to tell me? Okay, something is not normal here. I don't know where the problem is. And you can see something is not very okay here. So what is this? Yeah, this is the RAM port that we keep getting a beep from. Okay, where is my tweezer? Okay, I need a tweezer here. Okay, here it is. Looks like we have some dirt here. Yeah, thank you for the look at this place here. What's wrong with this? What is this now? What is this? This looks like a solder or something like. Oh my god, where did this come from? So let me try to check with a multimeter. Is this something that is conducting power? Okay, why am I not having a beep? I'm having a beep now. What is this? This looks like something that is. Yeah, it's conducting power. What was that? Looks like a solder to me. So let me try to do some cleanup here on this spot. So what's wrong? Something else? It looks a bit clean to me, unlike before. Yeah, so let's try to use some hot air to. Okay. So let me insert my RAM once more. Does the RAM look clean? Okay. Let's test now. Let's come out of the microscope mode. Okay, I'm going to, let me see.
You guys were saying ilikataa chip ilikuwa ile ndio ilikuwa inaleta shorts but ndio ilikuwa ile short. There's no way you can get.
Oh, yeah. We have a display. You can see the system BIOS update because we have just written a new firmware on the BIOS chip. Now it must update the system again.
So